Alright, let's see if this is working. We are on. We are on. Wait and see if we get anyone dial in. Let's get this window moved. And let's get this adjusted here so we don't see a screen within a screen, within a screen, within a screen, within a screen. Okay, Murphy. G'day, how are you, Murphy? Can you hear me okay? You just let me know. And I shall adjust as required. Yep, sweet as. Oh, Mark, what's going on? Len, how are ya? Good to have you with me. G'day, Scott. Thank you. Excellent. That is good to hear. Now, can you guys let me know, because this is the third live stream I've done, and the YouTube setting up an event and going live is actually pretty complicated to set up. When I do an event, yeah, I'm feeling you, man. Thank God it's Friday. Oh, tell me about it. Big week. Oh, Len's from London. Nice. Sunny London. I thought it was pretty cloudy over there. But when I set the event up, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to go live through the event itself or like do a new live thing. So for you guys, do you just go into the event that's been advertised, or does it pop up and you click on another link? Is it easy for you? Sydney, what's up? Josh, Sydney, sick one. My sister's in Sydney at the moment. Oh, by the way, guys, got my different stubby cooler today, as I said I would. Every time, different stubby cooler. Birdcage Motel from Longreach. Drove out to Mount Isa with a friend. It's a very long drive. Longreach is way, way out there in far western Queensland. Very dry, very hot. Had to get a stubby cooler. Popped for me, clicked on notification. Yeah, cool. Sunny Coast 34. Ouch. That's warm. Summer's on its way. Greg, summer is on its way. Yeah, I've had troubles with that too. Moofy, yeah. I get a notification from Canberra. Oh, welcome, mate. Sunny Coast. Nice. Not far away from you, Moof. Netherlands. Chat on phone isn't funny. Holy crap. Mouth like a cocky cage in the morning. That's amazing. I am truly blown away that that people tune into this to listen to me, and also where you guys are all from. That's really just incredible. It's mind-blowing. A few 10Xs. You know, I'm a 10Xer. 100. We're going to talk about a cryptocurrency debit card tonight. Centra. Hype train. We're going to talk about that. I'm going to give you my opinion on it. Whether that will help at all. Some interesting stuff. Some big people behind that at the moment. Not particularly a huge fan of the hype train. Yeah, boy. How you going? Yeah, good, Bawsy. Thanks, man. How are you? Banned from Centra Slack. Oh, no way. Why? What happened? Lots of love, yeah. 10X is going to be the one that survives, guys. 10X will be the one that survives. Thoughts on South Korea? We'll talk about that, Len. I've got the article here ready to go. Wait for a few more people to dial in, and then we'll have a chat about it, and I'll give you my thoughts. Asking too many questions. No way. They banned you for asking questions. Any company should be able to answer any question, positive or negative. Thailand. No way. I've been to Thailand. Been to Phuket, Koh Samui. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. Thailand is like one of my favourite countries I've been to. And I've been to a few. Couldn't get back in. I'll tell you what, Mark, that concerns me. That concerns me. If there's any sort of censorship going on, I'm not a fan of that. Companies have to be prepared to be asked anything and be prepared for an answer. And even if it negatively affects them in some way, they've got to be honest, they've got to be open, and they've got to be authentic, because people resonate with honesty and truth. Steve Jones. Hey man, yeah, good to have you on board. Might have been me saying fake news. Doesn't matter, they should be able to take that. You know, this is what I love about YouTube, right? These are just my thoughts, is anyone can say anything. So it's truly like, unless the person that owns the channel is a bit of a dictator and bans people and hides comments, people can say anything. So if your stuff isn't very good, if your content is crap, then the people vote and it's crap. That's what I love about it. It's very raw and honest. And because people are often hiding behind anonymous identities, they're going to be more honest. So that's actually a good thing. As a content creator, I get completely 100% honest feedback, and I use that to actually improve my channel. So it's unbelievable. It's the coolest thing ever that people can be honest and open and give you real feedback that can actually help you improve the way you present your content. I think that's incredible. Thoughts on the price fluctuations of NIO? In sort of what context, Bawsy? The increase in price or the drop in price, or both? While I wait for Bawsy to respond, we'll have a quick look in the market. So it's so funny. It seems like every time we have these live streams, there's been some crazy news come out, like ICOs have been banned in China, or JP Morgan's come out disparaging cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin. I swear, like literally hours before this live stream, some massive news has come out. And it's like, oh, why can't things just be going well? Why can't I talk to my community and have some positive news? And I swear every time the market's just bleeding. It's just bleeding. However, the first live stream was a tough one. The market was at 103 billion. That was hard. And that was my first one. And I was like talking to people and just like, you know, stay strong. I'm really sorry you came into the market at this time. It will improve. Stay strong and it will be okay. And it has been. But look, guys, we've obviously had, we'll talk about this in a little bit more detail in a second, but we've had the news come out of South Korea. Came out around 4 or 5 hours ago. From what I can see already, the market is actually recovering very, very quickly. Amazing. So what I feel is the negative news, well, not negative news, but the news coming out of China about ICO banning has made the market extremely resilient. People, like, basically it's set a baseline. So everyone that's come up into this point, because people who are investing are generally me and you, and I would say a large portion of the market share is average people. I would say a small portion are the massive whales, where they are investing a lot of money. So I think everyone in the market up to this point, that baseline of people has become a lot more resilient to news. They've seen and understand that the market can recover and recover in very, very strong ways. So I actually think the psychology of that is having something to do with what nearly almost seems like the market bouncing back. Because when I checked the market cap only a couple of hours ago, it was in the high 130s and it's already going up. So that's incredible. We could recover out of this very quickly. This might not be a huge drama like it was in China. Let's hope. If it is, it's another opportunity to get coins at good prices. If not, let it keep going up. That's what I think. Adam. Oh, guys, we got a troll. We got a troll, guys. We got a troll on board. Adam's one of my friends from home. He's on a troll. He's on a troll, guys. He's a master troll. He jumps on Facebook when people are trying to sell stuff. Like literally, you've posted something on Facebook within 1 second, and he's on there trolling you. He's a master troll. Both. I was looking at buying the beginning of the week and I watched the price soar, then a couple of days later I watched it fall a couple of percent. So I'm wondering when's the best time to buy. Or is it just hit or miss? Good question, Bawsy. My best advice to you would be to do as much research as you can. I recently posted some videos on NEO, which I would hope will give you some good background and understanding of the platform itself. The price in terms of when is a good entry point will depend on your own valuation of NEO in itself. So for me, I see huge long-term potential. Its CEO is essentially, I'm not going to say affiliated with the Chinese government because I don't want to make allegations like that. Profit, what's going on? Profit's got an awesome channel, guys. Check him out, gaming channel. So I don't want to say the CEO is affiliated with the government, but he's very confident and has made public statements basically saying, he's made public statements basically saying that NEO is going to be okay. So it depends on your valuation. So my advice would be do as much research as you can. Look into it. It is a cryptocurrency that pays a dividend. So it is one of the, in my opinion, the top tier because you hold it and you get a dividend and you get increases. The value of the increase of the cryptocurrency itself will actually yield you more return on investment down the track as well. So it's, I'm very bullish on it, but that's me. Ben is good, focus more on existing projects. Agree, Alexander, 100%. We'll talk about that. Are we dipping further once NYC wakes up? No. Jake Pollard. Adam. I've got a feeling I've got a couple of the friends in on this one, guys. In for the trolls. The man. Yeah, seriously? Look at that, guys. Look at that. That is delicious. That is months of delicious growth right there. Ups and downs need a long-term approach, guys. Yeah, Steve's on it, guys. Hello, guys, new to this one. When is a good time to buy Bitcoin, or does it mean when Bitcoin pulls back, apply to other coins too? Good question. Again, it depends on your own valuation as to when you would think Bitcoin is a good entry point. And I know that's a bit of a hard answer, but if you're like someone that's had a lot of time in this game, you know where Bitcoin's going to go, and you know it's going to go a long way. So the best way you can position yourself is to get yourself up to speed on not only the cryptocurrency, but the blockchain technology that fundamentally is behind cryptocurrencies as well. And then you'll know, you'll feel it, it'll resonate with you at where cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin are going to go. In China, everybody is affiliated with the government. And they probably have to be. Remember, every government statement or attempt to control admits it is out of control. How do you deal with tax in Australia when you make decent gain? I heard of 45% tax. No. The tax rate in Australia is based on your income. It's a tiered system. The lower income, the less tax. You only pay tax when you sell, and then you get capital gains from selling. It's the same as a share. Hey Scott, how are you? Admit to the powers them. If you hold 4,200 USD with your ABCD Moonfit. A lot of people on Twitter are saying, well, they were saying Bitcoin was going to 6K by the end of the month. Well, not the end of the month, sorry, the end of October. So, overall market's down. Let's hit the refresh. Let's see where it's up to. Around about the same. So, I actually see this as quite a healthy correction. It is based on market news, so whether you could call it a correction or not, no, it's probably subjective, but some standout downers. Omisa Go. Zcash had a massive pump. That's probably why you're seeing a larger decrease in value at the moment. Don't know a lot about Zcash, but given how much it's come down, that would be an interesting one to look at. 10x down. I'm not quite sure about that. Let's have a look, see if there's any news coming out of 10x at the moment that might explain exactly why. Oh, you know what I reckon it is? I reckon I know what it is. I reckon it's something to do with Centra being pumped by celebrities. People are moving their money out of 10x into Centra. That's what I reckon. Could be wrong, but market is so reactive. Cryptocurrency, the market is so reactive to news. It's insane. So on to South Korea. They banned ICOs. How much do we know? Not a great deal. The South Korean Finance Supervisory Service had a meeting. They decided, or they stated, we are worried about adverse effects such as increased risk of fraud. The ICO will be prohibited in all forms. Whether that's temporary or not, don't know at the moment. I would say it will be temporary, probably just till I get regulations in place. This is a good thing, guys. We want regulations for ICOs, and I'll explain exactly why. See up here at the moment, we have 1,133 cryptocurrencies. Behind most of those cryptocurrencies is a team, is a product, is a service, is a business. Sad to say, but a lot of them are rubbish. That's just the truth. The ease at which it is to create an ICO as a company, to use Ethereum as a platform to create ERC20 tokens, to raise funding, to get people on this hype train that, oh, if we invest in this, we're going to make a lot of money, we're going to be millionaires, this and that. It's so easy, and because it's global, and because it's over the internet, there's like this enormous market share of people available to invest in these companies. So a lot of them haven't done their due diligence, a lot of them haven't done their market research. They've come up with an idea, attached the word blockchain and decentralization to it, which are the buzzwords, and created an ICO. So we don't want that, because what that does is that takes away capital that should be going into the better projects. It's essentially spreading the market thin, where that capital from those companies that maybe they have every right to do what they're doing, so long as it's within the legal frameworks of their country. They have every right to do that. But it's spreading the market cap to businesses that probably are not going to go anywhere. Sorry, it's just, I believe it's just the truth. What are your guys' thoughts? Whoa, what's this? I want to buy Power Ledger and BQX. What do you think? I'm assuming that's a super chat. Yeah, I just turned that on. Okay, my honest opinions on Power Ledger. Love it. It's an Australian company. I've done a review. I think the team's great, but there's a lot of hype. A lot of hype. Personally, what I would do, Ahmed, this is my own opinion, is I would probably wait until it hit the market. It'll go through a peak cycle because it has had a lot of hype around it. I believe you'll probably see a correction, and then after a few days or a week or two, you'll see the market value the token where it's actually supposed to be. Because a lot of the hype, in my opinion, as someone in the industry, has been created around something that probably doesn't necessarily warrant that kind of hype. Bitquence has a lot of long-term potential. It's an underdog with a real product, a real team, and good technology. It also has an extremely strong community. The community and the public exposure that will come as a result of that community makes Bitquence, in my opinion, a good long-term cryptocurrency. And because they are underdogs, because they're not out there hyping themselves too much, you're going to have less fluctuations, and it's going to be more resilient to hype cycles. I hope that helps. And thanks so much for your payment, your donation. That's awesome. Thank you. Can I say maybe you're wrong on one idea? Sure, absolutely. I'm wrong on a lot. And they invest in Buzzcoin and garbage. Yeah, Scott, 100%. Big money, as in coordinated, are dominating small individuals. You will see it. Maybe. You could be right, my Easton. That's just my thoughts. That's just my thoughts. You could be right. You could be right. NEO will be as big as China's version of blockchain. Why not own roads and charge the cards to use them? Cars to use them, yeah. Spread the risk. Own some cryptocurrency coins and own the blockchain as well. NEO, like on Ethereum, Bitcoin, Dash, IOTA to the moon. Yeah, Jacob makes a good point. The reason there's a top 10, the reason there's a top 15 is because that's what the market values those cryptocurrencies at. They're at that price for a reason. The risk is lower because more people believe in these products. there's a lot of other factors to it, but the further down the chain you go, doesn't mean the product is any less good. It just means the market, the general people investing in those cryptocurrencies, value it less, if that makes sense. Now, just because they're in the top 10 doesn't mean they can't fail. It just means that generally people have a lot more faith in them. And that's for a reason. Faith comes from the technology, the team, the progress, etc., etc. Congrats on the first super chat. Yeah, cheers, Mark. Someone in the group told me about it last time. Actually, I didn't even know. I was just like, what's super chat? Oh. Hype is good, but it is only hype. Yeah, hype is good for small periods of time. What do you see as important? Scaling, 1000 TPS or privacy? It's a technical question. I'm not sure I can answer that. Scaling 100,000 TPS. Can you elaborate? What is the BCAP cryptocurrency and how do I own some? What's BCAP? Sorry. I'm not sure what that means. So back to South Korea. Potential implications. So the market has recovered after China, right? It recovered. Now Korea's coming out. Looks like there's been small devaluation. What the flow and effect of that will be, I don't know. I believe the market will be far more resilient now after China. And because we're setting new baselines in the total market cap, new baselines are being set. When these countries come back with regulation, which I believe is going to happen personally with China, I believe China's going to come back with regulation and say, okay, you can progress, but these are the strict rules. The market will go, oh, China's back in the game. Confidence restored. More confidence. That's my personal opinion. Because AML KYC, know your customer. So it's where you basically, an individual who wants to trade on a exchange or participate in an ICO has to actually give their identity. So their investment is traceable back to that individual. Australia has KYC on all its exchanges. We're kind of lucky that way. It's a good thing. What do you think of EOS? Look, I probably don't know as much as I should about EOS. I do know they've raised a ton of money, a lot of money. How much is, how much money is needed to well, I guess it depends, but I know they've raised a lot of money, and I know their ongoing sort of ICO fundraising makes investing into EOS probably tricky from a long-term perspective because the supply just keeps increasing. I'm not sure on my Jaxx wallet there's a wallet called BCAP. Oh, I don't know, mate. I don't know. I enjoy your crypto educations, but my questions are maybe directed towards my certain coin, sorry. That's okay, Easton. That's alright. Thanks for your feedback. What are your thoughts on ICO Hydro Miner? Oh, the only thing I've heard about Hydro Miner is I think the Crypto Lark might have done a video on it. I haven't watched it. Dan Laminer is an expert, but a full libertarian. He's not about profit. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, ICOs and cryptocurrencies, the growth of these companies are being, I'm not going to get political, but they are being powered by capitalism, right? Otherwise, why would these people be in the game? Libertarian ideals are great, but at the end of the day, monetary incentives are what really get people going. Anybody here watch Louis Thomas? I used to watch Louis Thomas's stuff when I started. Yeah, he's fully rich because he probably was one of the first Bitcoin investors. I started watching Louis Thomas's stuff. I just don't have time to watch many YouTubers anymore because I work full time and I do these videos. It's really hard. So on to the next article because I want to keep this interesting for you guys and go through some stuff. So I like this article titled 50 grand Bitcoin could happen if this isn't a bubble but an S-curve. So an S-curve is the rate of adoption, technology adoption. And it's quite good because we have a lot of data on the rate of technology adoption on different technologies over the past many decades. So we can extrapolate that data and apply that to cryptocurrencies and blockchain and say, okay, this is similar. The adoption is similar. Where would we be on the scale by applying that to an S-curve? So they're going to say that different people in the tech world have said that we're in a bubble, this and that. I've been into this before. I'm not going to go deep into it again. But tulip mania is thrown around, and I just think that is really ridiculous to compare cryptocurrencies and blockchain technology to tulip mania, and I believe anyone who says that does not have a fundamental understanding of blockchain. So recent times they talk about the dot-com bubble and how anyone was investing into something with .com on it because the internet was starting, and it was like, whoa, you know, the internet can do all these things. It's going to revolutionize the world, and it did. But a lot of people were investing into worthless companies with worthless ideas. And there are a lot of parallels to what is going on right now with cryptocurrencies. So just be super careful, guys, what you put your money into. Remember, always balance risk with reward. Yes, some of the more unknown cryptocurrencies may yield you a higher reward, but always assess the risk as well. You have to assess risk and reward. The top 10 might not get you 1,000% in a day, but if they're getting you 10% a month, they are outperforming traditional investments by a factor of 10. Think about that and use that if you're new into this and you're thinking about getting into it. Look at traditional investments. Look at stocks. Cryptocurrencies are crazy as hell compared to those. So on the S-curve, I guess it's debatable as to where we are in terms of blockchain and cryptocurrencies. From my several months of experience in this world and my own belief and thoughts, I think we are in between innovators and early adopters. I think we are maybe around 60 to 70%. And I say that because, and I put this test out there to the community, my community, is if you asked anyone, your friends or family, if you ask them, do they know what cryptocurrencies are? It is unlikely they will know. They may have heard of Bitcoin, but it's unlikely they have heard of anything else, and they have no idea about the technology. So I believe we are here. And if that is true, this shows you the blue line is the adoption curve of the general public picking up and using cryptocurrencies or blockchain, and the orange line is the market share or the market capital, same thing. So if we're here, we have a long way to go, a lot of growth, which is exciting. 49 people watching. Whoa, welcome everyone. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm humbled. I'm not sure where Litecoin is going. Yeah, Murphy, I have done something called, I'll go into it soon because I have an article here. I've done something called a return from growth analysis on Litecoin. And what I've done is, and I'm going to do this for a lot of coins in this channel, is I really want to get technical and give you guys some really cool resources. I've been designing spreadsheets and things on Google Drive that will let you guys put in X amount of how much you would want to invest, and it will look at the data based on that cryptocurrency and how long it's been in the market and tell you what it may be worth if it followed that same trajectory. Litecoin, when I did one on Bitcoin, and I've made some adjustments to Bitcoin at the moment, it's a little bit more conservative, but Bitcoin has had a median monthly growth of 17.5% for 8 years per month. That is incredible growth. I'm getting calls from the troll. I can't take your call, mate. I'm in the middle of a live stream. Litecoin, I think, has had around 8 or 9%. Now, Litecoin has been on the market for about 6 years. It's a really good coin. I love Litecoin, but Bitcoin has outperformed it significantly. So these are the kind of things I'm going to start to do more of to provide you guys to say, hey, look, this is the data we have at the moment. This is how it's performed. Let's ignore market news. Let's just look at the return, the median return this particular cryptocurrency has produced based on the data, and that will give us a good position moving forward on where it may go in the future. And you guys will have free access to those too. I'll put links in the videos. You guys can download them and do whatever you want. Traditional. Hello, good to chat, crypto. Hey, Happy Robot. Welcome. Yep, accumulation please. This could be the investment of our generation. No one in my circle has any idea, only my housemate, and I was introduced by him. That's true, Clinton. Yep. Yep. I'm very, very bullish on cryptocurrencies in the long term. Put it that way. Extremely bullish. Like. Yeah. Oh, guys, the likes you have been giving me lately on my videos are what has allowed my channel to grow so quick. I'm just so appreciative. It's insane. I think last time we did, so 3 weeks ago, we did a live stream on Friday, had 1,000 subs. I was like, whoa. Then last Friday, I think it was like 1,700. And today, 2,800. Whoa. So crazy. I'm like, it's a bit scary. I'm a bit scared. I never expected this. Absolutely amazing. And the feedback you guys have given me are what is producing that. That, let me tell you right now, I read every comment, I listen to everything you say, and I make improvements on everything. So keep it coming. Which coins have I invested in myself? I have invested in Bitcoin. I have Neo. I have Amisa Go. I won't go into the fine details because I don't know. I don't want to influence anyone's decision, if that makes sense. I have 10x. I have Bitcoins. I was fortunate to participate in the ICO of Bitcoins. I have No Limit. No Limit's got a really good long-term potential. It's taken a massive hit at the moment, but give it time. Give it time. A few others. I won't go into them too much. Blockcat. Blockcat's another one. I do have a couple others, but yeah, that's just some of them. I back up when I recommend things on my channel. I back myself. I'm 99% of the time I'm invested. I'm not pumping them. I've got to be credible. What I tell you to, I've got to back myself. You know, I've got to have integrity. So that's the way I think. Hodl all the things. Yeah. Hell yeah. Have you looked into Utrust? No, I haven't. Scott? Litecoin is more volatile and is better for day trading. There you go. Litecoin will be relevant once BTC gets lightning. Well, I don't know. To the moon, hit that like button. Yeah, thanks guys. What do you think the future of coins is? Mainstream or underground currency? I think mainstream. 100% mainstream. I'm not sure it's going to replace fiat currencies in the next 10 to 15 years. In fact, I'd say that's highly unlikely, but it will continue to supplement and take over the share of fiat currencies, especially as generally most fiat currencies are becoming more and more devalued. I'm punching a Billy. That's hilarious. I'm having a beer on, so cheers to you, Billy, mate. Can I comment? Most of your coins are in the last 6 months. Most of your coins are in the last 6 months. Not sure what you mean there, mate. Hey, what are your thoughts on Ripple? I'm not impressed by Ripple. I'm not saying the technology and that's bad, but as an investment performance, not good. Blockchain cannot mainstream. Blockchain, but bloke kahin. Yeah, that's right, robot. That's right. Or other distributed ledger can be mainstream. Well, they go hand in hand, don't they? Are you aware of Bitcoin's new friendly fork and Bitcoin Gold? Remember to hold your Bitcoins in October so you can get free Bitcoin Gold. Yeah. Do you think that's that's alright? That's alright, Ace and Edge. I'm a grammar fiend. I'm OCD on grammar. When I write documents, my day job, I'm a project manager. I often write. Well, I have done contractual documents before, tender specifications and technical specifications and contractual stuff. You got to be really, really good with your grammar. So, gradma. Ultimo, do you think that's actually going to happen? If that does happen, if Bitcoin forks again, I will be irritated. Just keep splitting the market share. Let's have a look at DJ Khaled. Mayweather DJ Khaled publicises ownership of Centro crypto debit card. Let me ask you guys a question. Let me know what you think. I want to read it. Do you actually think DJ Khaled knows about cryptocurrency and knew about cryptocurrency other than hearing Bitcoin and Ethereum were going up in value before he made this post? I'm really interested to see what you think. I'm not discrediting him, but do you really think he knew about that? Or do you think he's just been perhaps paid a lot of money to do that ad? You let me know what you think. I just received my Titanium Centra debit card. The Centra Card and Centra Wallet app is the ultimate winner in cryptocurrency debit cards powered by CTR tokens. Use your Bitcoins, Ethereum and more cryptocurrencies in real time across the globe. This is a game changer here. Get your CTR tokens now. That was a copy paste of something that was sent to him. He copied it, he pasted it in his Instagram with a photo, and he hit submit. Guarantee. Floyd Mayweather also publicises his ownership of a Centra crypto debit card. These guys aren't even going to use their cards, guys. These guys have got Visa, MasterCard Platinums with how much money they have. They're not using cryptocurrencies. It worries me because that's significant hype. Significant hype. What do you guys think? Let me know. Let's have a read. Hell no, look at him. Did you cover 10x in your vids? Yes, that I have. It's one of my top 5 safest long-term cryptocurrency investments. I know I'm back at 110%. Julian Hosp, the CVO, is a very high achiever, and people's achievements are one of the key things I look for in any team. He alone will be key to 10x's success. The team is very strong, but he alone is an outstanding individual. The question 8's going to do anything big or go? What caused Zcash to drop? Good question. Fuck no. It's going to fork, but GPU mining a bad thing. Like the bulk of the miners are making ASIC. How is that decentralized? Yeah, Antonio, 100%. Crypto Daily is really drilling. He's a YouTube channel. I'm sure you guys have seen him. He's really drilling into the technical stuff of Bitcoin, which is hard to do. His stuff is really good lately. He's given me a much better understanding of Bitcoin. He's really done his research. Bitcoin is not how many forks. Nice social influencer campaign. 100%, mate. 100%. Half the people that are going to read his ad on Instagram aren't even going to know what he's talking about. Does Centra have a working card for real? I don't think they do, Mark. I don't think they do. I think they have been sending out metal cards to basically influencers. I don't think... All good, Moofy. Thanks for tuning in, man. Take it easy. Thanks heaps. Look at the followers on the Twit. How many Twit followers does he have? Centra donated 200 to Data Dash livestream. Whoa! That's crazy. Just a coin chiller. Well, he's being paid to do it, so he doesn't care. He's being paid a ton of money to do it. He doesn't know what the technology is. He doesn't know what the damn card is. After he posted that Instagram picture, guaranteed that thing went in the bin or in a drawer. And he's just like, let's move on. Don't need cryptocurrencies. What the hell are they? Give me my Visa or MasterCard Platinum Black Diamond card or whatever I've got with my X amount of million in the bank. 100%. Follow the money. He's Singer or investment guru. Yeah, Bradley's onto it, guys. I love those critical questions that make you think. Julian's a high achiever, that's true. He's a weapon, Mark. He's a doctor, he's a best-selling book writer, he's a triathlete, and he speaks 4 languages. And he's a good people person. I like to think in my job I deal with people a lot, and so understanding people is a really big part of me being able to be good at my job. And I haven't met Julian, but I would love to, because from what I've seen of him so far, I'm just impressed. I'm really impressed. I always ask myself when I'm looking at people with these companies, if it was my company, would I hire this person? And that like puts you in a perspective on, would you pay this person a salary to work for your company? And Julian, well, man, I'd be saying, you know, I'd just write a blank check and say, put however much you want on there. The future looks bright. Falcon Bank in Switzerland accepts Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash and Ethereum. You gotta look at the real world economic use cases. True, Jacob. think we're a long way from the use cases not only being identified but implemented. Look at Ethereum. Ethereum's still in development. You know, we're so early. Bitcoin's still going through all these upgrade cycles as well. So this is one I want to talk about to you guys. The Wolf of Wall Street. Serious? The Wolf of Wall Street. This guy was a scammer. He was a scammer. He was a scammer, and he comes out and calls Bitcoin a fraud. The audacity. The audaciousness. I don't know if that's a word. It is now. Jordan Belfort called it a fraud. The biggest problem I see from Bitcoin and why I would never buy it is because you can easily steal it from you through hacking. I know people who lost all their money like that. Yeah, you really understand cryptocurrencies, brus. You really understand blockchain. Yep. I'm just going to sell everything right now because you said that. You clearly really know what you're talking about. I think everyone's just shrugging off these comments now. It's not affecting the market in the same way as it previously was. That's what they don't realize. They're actually, look, we've had an extra billion come in just in the last half an hour, 40 minutes. These guys making these comments are actually strengthening the market. It's like feeding the beast. They're just feeding the beast, and it's just growing into this monstrosity. But I own no Bitcoin, only alts. That's all right. I only have a little bit of Bitcoin too because I'm more risk averse. I'm more willing to take on risk, but everyone's different. Whoever thinks 10x is not an excellent long-term investment needs to let Julian perform brain surgery. Yep, Scott, you're onto it. You're onto it. I think the crypto community is starting to awaken to all the FUD though. If today's news about Korea was a month or two ago, I reckon the market 100%. Just as you started to say that, but yeah, man, you're onto it, Blake. You're onto it. Some smart guys in this group. I love you guys coming along. I learned stuff off you guys too. You're some smart people. Wolf of Wall Street, who I believe is a scam. I think he's saying it's a bad investment. It's time. Yes. Yeah, seriously. You've got to be, it's counterintuitive. Love the Bitcoin obituaries. Yep. What are we up to now, Mark? Like 160 or something? There's high fees, then transfers a priority. Surgeon or neurosurgeon? I'm not sure what he is, but he's a medical. I don't think he's a GP. I don't think he's a general practitioner. I think he's an actual surgeon. Yeah. So our old mate here. It's had a lot of shares, had a lot of views. Cointelegraph, they're so good at doing these pictures. I love how they do them in animation like that. It's really cool. Ray Dalio, JP Morgan, and what's his name? Forget already. Something Belfort. Jordan. These guys will go down in history. Wait 2 or 3 years. Saddest thing is these comments are going to come back to haunt them. Better off just keeping their mouth shut. If they didn't like it, they should have just left it. But now their credibility is going to be questioned in a few years' time. Oh well, life's all about choices. So guys, this is what I've been doing lately. Returns-based style analysis. Really easy to do. All you really do is you take the difference. The way I've done it is by financial year because, I don't know, that's just what I'm used to. You take the difference in the price at the start of a financial year compared to the end of financial year. You then divide that price by the original price it was at the start of the financial year. That gives you a percentage increase on the growth of that coin. You then do it over all the years that it's been on the market. You take the median of that price increase to get rid of the outliers because you don't want the really high peaks, which are probably based on news and not slow, authentic market adoption. You don't want the big troughs, which are based on the FUD, because that's not a real representation of its market adoption. And then you get a median price, you divide that by 12, which is per month, and you get a median return from growth as a percentage per month since it's been on the market. The longer it's been on the market, the more data you have, the better your end result, or the more you can trust, if you were to use that value, that you would see it in the future. So that's how statistics works. The more data you have, the more accurate a prediction could be if you were to use it for that purpose. So I've done that with Litecoin. All the footage is done. I just need to finish editing it. And then can upload it probably tomorrow. And then, yeah, give you guys access to it. It's pretty cool. I've put in like a little box that if you wanted to buy like 20 Litecoin, it takes the live price in euros, pounds, Australian dollars, and American dollars. Will tell you how much at that exact time, how much that would cost. Then you put in the amount of years you intend on holding it for, and it will look at that data and produce a value on how much that could be worth if it followed that trajectory based on the years you put in and the quantity. And then it will tell you the difference on how much your original investment was worth compared to how much it will be worth. Thoughts on the heavy censorship on the Bitcoin Reddit sub? I haven't even read it, Jordan. I don't have to. Oh, I wish I had time to. 9,000 times Bitcoin has died. Neurosurgeon. Wow, crazy. He actually is a neurosurgeon? Wow. Payments, transfers on the blockchain, anyone else having trouble? Payment confirmation times. I know you were using CoinSpot. What private wallet would you suggest? That. Seriously, don't muck around with this stuff, guys. I've got a tutorial coming up on how to set this up. It's actually not easy if you're using it with ERC20 tokens. So that's the Ledger Nano S. It's not easy. It is quite complicated. So I'm doing one of my tutorials on how to set it up. I'm going to try and make it as clear as possible. Don't muck around, because the thing is, you might only have a little bit now, but you don't know what it's going to be worth in a few years' time. You really don't. There's a link in the description if you're interested. In my opinion, depending on how much you're investing, small price to pay for safety, security, and peace of mind. Can I ask your opinion about the anti-government, anti-establishment roots of crypto? That's a long-winded question. I'll come back to that one, my Eastern Edge. I'll come back to that one. Because I don't want to get too opinionated on this. I just want to be just a cool, cruisy channel. Good content for you guys. You don't want to hear my opinions sometimes. Bit late tonight. Hey, Cleese guys. Have you cut a mining in other segments? If you can, explain exactly how mining works. Man, you guys hit me some good questions, I'll tell you what. Come back to that, Cleese guys, too. That's a beast. Never feed the enemy. Which illegitimate government would you be asking him about? Bips and Bob to Tom Bob. Adelaide. Hey, man. Legend Nano S. That's it. Got mine in the mail. Nano S. Not turned on yet. Yeah, Mark. Tricky, man. Especially with ERC20 tokens, but a video coming out tomorrow. What's the tax situation for cryptos in Australia? We are tax exempt. We pay GST on purchases, but we are tax exempt on Bitcoin up to, I believe, 10,000 a coin. Never use any wallet. Use one big seed. I will never touch any hardware. Oh well, that's cool. Sweet mom arrives soon. Check out that tutorial. Yeah, it should be good, Mark. Next couple of days. I just got to film it. 65 people. Whoa, that's beat the record by 11. That's crazy. Hey everyone, thank you for tuning in. 8, 10, 12% mount. Yes. Correct, Jacob. Even 8% is amazing. Yep. What do you think of Aussie housing? I think I wouldn't like to live in Sydney. Happy. I think I wouldn't like to live in Sydney. How much, mate? Offline storage device. Steve, for a Nano Ledger S, it's surprisingly cheap. There's another option called the Trezor, but then the Nano is I think it was about 110 bucks, including postage. Not too bad, you know what I mean? Not too bad, especially if you've got a fair bit of crypto. exchanges get hacked. Yeah, Eastern Edge is right. You checked out verified ICO website? No, I haven't, sorry. Well, sweet on tax. Yeah, happy. We're really lucky the Australian government is actually quite progressive on cryptocurrencies compared to most other countries. Why that is, I don't know, but it's good. Hi mate, I'm late to the stream. Do you have any thoughts about Korea? So yeah, yeah, we'll be right, M team. It's a good thing long term. The market is actually going up at the moment, surprisingly. So the market has already reacted. The news was about 5 hours ago. The market, you can see here, there has been a slight drop in value, but nowhere near what we saw after China. It's good long term. We need vetting of ICOs. We want to reduce the spread of market capital to companies that don't have maybe the most quality idea problem and that are just getting people invest purely because they think they're going to come rich out of it. Short-term pain, long-term gain. Go Australia, doing something right for crypto. Yeah, oh, it's weird. Andreas Antonopoulos spoke to the Australian Senate. Yeah, was it years ago? No way. Yes, M, that's correct. I think that's the interpretation is it's only Korean ICOs. I was telling my best friend who was on here too, Bitcoin is supposedly to have the security. It's going to be like they're going to have a lot of, Bitcoin is going to have a lot of features. Adam Howe, seems like it's the only way I can get a hold of you. I told you, brothers, I'm in the middle of a live stream. Sweet live stream, by the way. Lounge room. Need to get out of the house before I commit. Guys, I got my mate from home. Text me and call me for beers. Oh, he's jumped on the live stream to try and get me. That's hilarious. Finishes in 10 minutes, Harley. Finishes in 10 minutes. Then I have to leave these awesome people that tuned in. You have to leave them go. Actually, Australia, Canada, and the Queen. So market manipulation most. Well, maybe M team. Maybe that's the worst case. At the end of the day, they have to put a stop to it at some point because they have to protect the average people that are getting investing in these ICOs and are investing into crappy ICOs that nearly 110% are going to lose their money. Bloody Aussies, yeah, love our beers, bros. What are my thoughts on Bitcoin Gold? Don't know a lot about it, but if they're forking the Bitcoin network again, I'm not happy with that. Not happy about it. Bitcoin's supposed to have the most secure cold storage wallet. They should also have a hardware wallet manufactured to their customers. Maybe that's actually a really good idea, Scott. That's an excellent idea to have a hardware wallet to go along with their online cold storage wallet. Brilliant idea, mate. Really good idea. The thing I like about Bitcoins is what it's going to have is diversified allocation. So you're going to be able to invest into these things called baskets. So they're going to have like an ICO basket, a safe coin basket for like security-based tokens, like Monero, like MadeSafe Coin. And then they're going to have like a traditional coin basket, which is like Bitcoin, Ethereum, the more safer investments. So rather than having to invest in all these different coins and it being complicated, you'll be able to sign into Bitcoins, send it some money, and just put your money into a basket. And that basket will then split your investment on the different coins within that basket, and you will get like an average return. It's excellent. It is like, personally, I believe is the best feature of Bitcoins is a diversified allocation, because it's aligning it to traditional investments. Now that so many ICOs policed, the all old ICO is now coin. Any thoughts on BitIndia? Yes, I do have some thoughts, Robin. I'm going to let me show you something. I've got a full review coming this weekend. That's to prove it. I've been reading the white paper. And look, it's got potential. I like the fact that John McAfee is behind it. Regardless of what you think of him, I give him enormous credibility. He is a very smart man and has been in the technology world basically his whole life. So he knows what he's doing. I do have some suggestions to BitIndia on their white paper. I think it could improve. I think it was lacking data. I like data. I think everyone likes data, right? Like objective analysis as to what they're claiming their product is going to actually do. But yeah, full review coming soon. Giving Amazon one wallet, multiple coins. Yeah, MILF, it's going to be awesome. It's kind of like bringing cryptocurrencies to the masses. It's making it really easy to invest in cryptocurrencies without having to deal with exchanges and wallets and all that complicated stuff. In my opinion, the restrictions on ICOs is one step closer to the centralized governments taking control. Yeah, the thing is, though, Anthony, is you've got to... Antonio, sorry. At the end of the day, you can't argue with the fact that people new to this game are investing into potentially fraudulent or low-value ICOs that they're nearly 99% are going to lose their money. If regulation, if government doesn't somehow vet that system, who is, look, I don't mind if they regulate it so long as they still let anyone invest. Anyone should be able to invest. It's just the companies that make it past the vetting, as long as there's a good vetting procedure to get rid of the rubbish. That's my thoughts anyway. That's my thoughts. What is Steam about and your thoughts on it? Thanks. Steam is like a blogging website where people actually, when their blog gets upvoted, they actually get paid. So it's a monetarily incentivized blogging site. It's not really social media. Some people claim it to be social media. It's kind of not. It's just an amazing platform for people who are incentivized to produce good blog posts. If their blog posts do really well and people upvote them, they get paid. It's really incredible stuff. And this is what blockchain and cryptocurrencies are going to bring to traditional technology platforms that couldn't do that previously. A lot of rubbish, but look at penny stocks. Man, good. That's a good analogy. Yeah, Antonio, like what I think you're going to find, mate, is that governments at their core are going to be like they're going to have good intentions, but I think they're going to be influenced by the central banks. I think the central banks are the ones that don't want this, and there's this influence where central banks have contacts into government, lobbyists, whatever, because the government knows that cryptocurrencies aren't going away, blockchain isn't going away. You have to turn off the internet to make it go away. So you're better off accepting it, regulating it, making it safe, and then the economy can prosper. But the central banks, I think, are going to be the ones that have pushback. You're welcome, Clear Skies. Yeah, maybe, but they got a lot of power. They got a lot of power. Do you know, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure there are central banks in every country in the world bar 3. I think one of those 3 is Iran. I think one of those is North Korea, and I can't remember the third one. Yeah, you're right, Scott. Steam has a massive community. It's a self-incentivized content creating platform. It's awesome. Evening Bow. Bought to crack a cold one. Looking to Komodo on its latest news. Have you dug into it? Not yet, Justin, man. Just need some time. Oh, I wish I didn't have to sleep. Then I'd have enough time to actually research all this stuff. Russia. Venezuela. Bye-bye, I wish to local banks. Well, you know, MILF Stick. Nice name. That community-run banks can actually be excellent. Credit unions. Give up the day job. Oh, I wish I could, Clear Skies. I wish I could. Not yet. No, I got a good job. I'm very lucky. I got a really good job. I can't give it up just yet. If ever. People are getting tired of being censored Chinese style. STEM is great. Dan builds and launches. They should adopt crypto attached coin to our key card. but try to search. The UI on Steam is a letdown. Yeah, it's a work in progress. It's a work in progress. It's a whip. Steam goes to show you, like, Steam is so early on in its development, but it's still got a huge community of people who use it. So that is really promising to me, because that says that people really love it, but it's still got work to go. We're still so early in cryptocurrencies adoption and blockchain and all these platforms. It does have a long way to go, but people really, really love it. So it's going to do well, regardless. The people will drive the innovation. You get paid for creating or curing content. Yeah, it's awesome. Shout outs to the Rothschilds, Red Shield merchants. Do you own Steam? Yes, I do. Small amount. Small amount. Like, this is what I'm hoping to bring value to you guys in the form of these growth, return from growth analysis. Because when you're making an investment, there are many ways. Yeah, no worries, LP. Cheers. There are many ways to analyze a potential investment, whether it's property or whether that's cryptocurrencies or whether that's stocks. And by looking at the data and the performance of that cryptocurrency or that investment, it's going to position you a lot better to make a decision and give you an idea of where that could go in the future. Why is 10x better than Monaco? I don't know enough about Monaco, but 10x was the first, and 10x has an outstanding team. Thanks, Len. Yeah, cheers, mate. I'll stick around for another couple of minutes, then I'll take off, guys. I've got a mate who's keen to have a beer. He's thirsty. I can't leave him waiting. Okay, so I wanted to cover another article before I go. Okay, so we covered that one, guys. Yeah, so back to the 50k Bitcoin. So this article just goes on to say that there's been bubbles and stuff, and you know, are we in a bubble now? How is it different now to what it was before? And here's my own opinion, is that it's very hard to compare cryptocurrencies and blockchain to anything we've had before for a couple of reasons. And I think the main reason is cryptocurrencies are so spread. They're really driven by the people. Whereas before with .com, you had venture capital funding, you had IPOs. Just a normal person couldn't invest into that. Well, they probably could, but it was, excuse me, more difficult than it is now. I also think cryptocurrencies, from the good platforms, they fuel the platforms. So the cryptocurrencies are used as fuel. Ethereum, Bitcoin, miners are paid in Bitcoin to verify transactions. You have proof of stake systems where you hold X amount of cryptocurrency, you are paid a dividend based on your voting rights to verify transactions. You have like this distributed system that puts wealth creation in the hands of the people that either mine or hold that cryptocurrency. That I'm not aware of any other product or system or service that does that. So it's like you're creating wealth from the system. The system itself creates the wealth. Instead of selling you a product like Amazon or eBay or whatever, the system itself is like a self-perpetuating wealth creation. I could be wrong, but that's kind of how I see it. And that is absolutely incredible. That's revolutionary. So I'm not sure, like we can look at other bubbles and try and compare them to that, but I think the fundamentals of blockchain are hard to compare because of the way the system is set up, and that's why it's so incredible. Dane, I got him. I got him this time. Sorry for missing you that first time, mate. I'm really sorry. You know I don't watch cricket. You should watch the YouTube. Do you watch cricket? But you said it twice. Sorry, Buzz. We're so early. Yes, I agree, Tony. You should watch the YouTube clip of 10x founder talking about the governments and crypto. Very interesting. Yeah, 18 trillion. Yeah, Tony, onto it. Stories of Monaco CEO being involved in scams. Bobo, what about cricket? I'm not here to talk about cricket, Dane. Mate, people are giving their time to listen to me. I'm not talking about cricket. A, it's boring, and B, I don't know anything about it. Monaco launched the ICO after TK and they just copied everything of 10, even their white paper. Really? Oh, see, guys. This thing here, this is a company's business case. This is their business case to you that their company is worth investing in. This here should have immense thought, detail, data put into it. This is them convincing you to invest in their company. Oh, I think we're lagging. Cricket coin. Oh, Dano's brought some laughter into it. I like it. Good channel, man. Keep up the good work. Thanks, Milfstick. Appreciate it. Cricket coin. Yeah, serious. Yeah, every time there's a 6, all the people in the grandstand get awarded cryptocurrencies. Every time there's a catch, people get awarded in cryptocurrencies. I'm ordering a 10x card, going to put my monthly spend on Bitcoin and use it for shopping and fuel. Hopefully I'll be financially better off. Whatever I've got left over, throw into alt. Antonio? Good idea. Good idea. Each match wager. Auto payouts for 60s. Yes, 11:44 we can, because I ordered mine. You can. You got to download the app. You got to download the app and you can order it. I want to reach out to Julian because he hooked up Crypto Daily with an early one. I'm waiting for mine, and what's his name? CryptoLark. He touched base with him on Twitter, and I responded to him and Julian and said, "Hook us up with an early one." I don't want to wait. I want it now. I want to spend my cryptos. He's in Europe. Yeah, right. Okay, guys. I'm going to head off. I've got guys texting me, keen for beers. I can't let them wait. We are getting hot in Australia after all. Thank you so much to everyone that's tuned in. That means the world to me. You gave up your nights to listen to me, and I'm so appreciative of that. It really, really means a lot. Thank you so much. By all means, provide feedback if you want to see more of these in the future. I'm probably going to have a couple of weeks off, but by all means, if you like these, if you have any suggestions on things to cover during these live streams, please let me know. And again, thanks so much for giving up your time to listen to me. That really means a lot. Thanks, guys. Have an awesome weekend. See you later.